Krishna never told Arjuna to think positive. He didn't say ignore the fear. He didn't say stop dwelling on the loss and just focus on good vibes. He didn't tell him everything happens for a reason, so smile through it. Arjuna was terrified, standing on a battlefield about to fight people he loved, and Krishna didn't ask him to pretend that wasn't real. He didn't paper over it with a nicer feeling. I think we've quietly rewritten a lot of these old teachings into something softer and easier to swallow, into something closer to modern positivity culture than to what was actually said. And I wanted to talk through what I think got lost in that translation. Think positive is a strange instruction if you actually sit with it. It asks you to override what's true with what you'd prefer to feel. It's less about clarity and more about performance, convincing yourself and everyone watching that you're fine, that this is fine, that it's all going to work out when you don't actually know that yet. And when it doesn't work, when the forced positivity cracks under something real, it doesn't just leave you back where you started. It leaves you feeling like you failed at feeling better on top of whatever you were already struggling with. That's the quiet cruelty of it. It adds a second layer of failure to the first one. What Krishna tells Arjuna is harder than think positive, but it's also more honest. He says, see this clearly, not through fear, not through denial, not dressed up as something more comfortable than it is, just as it actually is. That's such a different instruction. It doesn't ask you to feel good about a bad situation. It asks you to look directly at it without flinching and without needing to feel a certain way about it first. The clarity comes before the feeling, not instead of it. This is sometimes translated as equanimity, not the absence of feeling, but steadiness that doesn't depend on the feeling being pleasant. You can see something terrifying clearly, feel the fear fully, and still not be ruled by it. That's a completely different skill than convincing yourself the terrifying thing isn't actually terrifying. I think this matters because so much of what passes for resilience right now is actually just avoidance, wearing a nicer outfit. Stay positive, good vibes only. Everything happens for a reason. These phrases ask you to look away from what's hard, and looking away doesn't make it smaller. It usually makes it come back louder later. Usually at the worst possible moment, because you never actually dealt with it. You just refuse to look at it. Clear seeing is slower and less comfortable in the moment, but it's the only version of steadiness that actually holds up under real pressure, because it was built by looking directly at the pressure instead of around it. So the next time something hard is happening and the instinct is to slap a positive spin on it before you've even let yourself feel what's actually going on. Try the harder thing instead. Look at it clearly. What's actually true here? Not the version you wish were true. Not the version that would make you feel better right now. Just what's actually happening. You don't have to feel good about it yet. You don't have to know how it resolves. You just have to be willing to see it without flinching away. And trust that clarity, not forced positivity, is what actually gets you through it steady. Krishna never told Arjuna to think positive. He told him to see clearly and act from steadiness instead of fear. I think that's the version of this I actually needed to hear. Not stay positive, just stay steady even when what you're looking at isn't positive at all.